Hey everyone, it's Rita from Miss Rita to the Rescue here for today's Cricut Chat. It's Wednesday, September 2nd, and I was feeling very fall this morning. Woke up and it's kind of overcast here in beautiful New England and feeling very much like fall is here, even though it won't be here for another 3 weeks officially. Good morning, David. And so I thought, let's do something fall or autumn. I like to call it autumn. Fun fact, my son was born on the autumnal equinox, so which is kind of cool. So his birthday's in 3 more weeks. I have to start thinking of birthday things. Let's see. So today we're going to continue on with our freebie week, and we're going to be using some graphics from this company called Burton Avenue. It's run by a woman named Angie, and she's been Lisa, I'm so sorry to hear that you're still in the hospital. Remember, folks, if you want to send her a card, Lisa Odell, one of our avid followers, she's in the hospital, but I have her address. So if you want to send her something, definitely email me at missritaToTheRescue@gmail.com. Okay, so hi, Aledra and Dorothy. Good morning. So I wanted to continue on with our freebies. I love freebies. And I picked up these really fun chargers. These are they're kind of like plastic, and they have like a scene on them. You can get them at Michael's. Let me check and see how much they were. This one was priced at $4.99, but it was I think 40% off. So off the top of my head, what is that? $2 off. So for $3 and a little bit of vinyl, you can make this really pretty autumn decoration. And it's not just in this with the sunflowers, although I do love the sunflowers. They have this one here, which is all these autumn leaves. That's the one we're going to decorate today, but they also have other ones that are just gold and different colors and wood-like. They're plastic. You do not eat off of them. They're just for decorative use. At Christmas time, I usually put them out on my Christmas table and then put my plates over them as I'm serving. But in the fall, what I do is I put these, you can either put a little thing on the back and hang them up, or you can put them in one of those plate holders, and it's a really pretty thing. It's eye-catching. You could even put it on the door if you wanted to, but it's just a really quick, easy craft. And as I said before, it is so inexpensive to make, less than $5 to make one of these if you already have your Cricut. And this morning I'm going to show you how to make it on the Joy, although it can be done on the Maker or the Explorer, but I'm just going to show you on the Joy because I also picked up when I was at Michael's some smart vinyl. This stuff was actually on sale, which is weird because I don't know if it's because it was removable, but it was on sale, and I love the colors. Look at this, a brown cranberry, and this is cream, off-white cream, whatever, but I love the brown, and I thought, okay, perfect, I can definitely do something with this. And let's see, so yeah, these were on sale at Michael's, just certain colors. So I thought, okay, so for I think for $3, I think this was, normally it's like $6-7, so I got this for $3, and I got these things for less than $3. So, all right, I said under $5, but let's just say under $6, and then it would have a perfect little craft. So this particular graphic that we're using today, Happy Fall, comes from a company called Burton Avenue. It's BurtonAvenue.com. And then this is the woman that runs it. Her name is Angie. And I've known about her for a couple of years, and she has this library of free SVGs. Good morning, everyone. Oh, plate rails would look really beautiful, Shelley. Yeah, plate rails. I have a tickle in my throat this morning. I apologize. Okay, so anyway, she sells her SVGs. So if you go to burtonavenue.com, you can get a whole bunch of stuff. You can buy her SVGs. She often will bundle them, and you can go here to the SVG file shop and buy them. But what you'll notice is some of them will have this thing that says free for personal use. Click here. And also from the home page, let's go back to the home page, there's also this free SVG files here. Now, you can sign up. All you have to do is sign up for her newsletter. It comes out, I think, every day, maybe 4 or 5 times a week, but it comes with some really good project ideas and little tutorials that are picture heavy. You can really watch things and see how she's creating them. So she's not just like producing SVGs, she's showing you how to use them. And she gives you all kinds of little project ideas. And if you want to sign up for the newsletter, you can do it here. There's 2 places to get the free files. She has limited time free SVG files. That's here. And then she has something called an SVG library. So here are the ones that are limited time free. And then she has this free SVG library. Actually, this might be what I'm looking at. Yes, it is. Okay. So, and the library has literally like dozens. Let me see if I can go back. Here we go. So this is the free SVG library. So it's always there, and she's always adding to it. And she has it by categories. So you see there's everyday school teacher, Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, spring, Easter, Mother's Day, Father's Day, summer, patriotic, fall, Halloween, Christmas. And then she has this thing that she does every year called Craftmas, which is like 25 days of Christmas crafts. And then she has them all categorized. And what I really like about this is that in addition to giving you the free SVG, she pairs it with a tutorial. So here's, if I clicked on this link, fall leaves with a dot border, then I would get the SVG and it would download to my machine. Or if I wanted to see the tutorial that it was used in, I would click on here where it says see the tutorial. So by clicking on there, I can see, okay, this is how I use this SVG. And it's sort of like what I do with you guys every day, but in more of a picture, like blog format, where she's showing you how to actually use the SVG. So definitely worth looking into. All you have to do is sign up for her email newsletter to be able to access all these files. So it's really fun. Now you would download the files to your computer, your device, and then you would upload them here. And I'm going to just show you. This is on an iPad. Obviously, you don't have to just use an iPad. You can use whatever device you want to use. And we're going to upload here. And by uploading, you can select browse files and find it and then upload it into your design space, which is what I've done here. And this is one of many that I have that are hers, but I really like it. Actually, it started off as a, good morning, Babs. It started off as it had like a circle around it. I think it might have been for a plate charger, to be honest, but it had like a circle of acorns around it. And I already had these 2 that had decorations around there, so I didn't really need those. So I took the acorns out, and I did resize this a little bit so that it would cut on the Joy. And let me just show you what I did it for size. I measured this area, and this one here, this area is a little bit bigger, but this one ended up being 4.25, which is the maximum of one of the measurements, right? By 5.6. and it fits perfectly on there. It only overlaps on this little tiny part of the sunflower and over here. Maybe I could have made it a scotch smaller, but I like the way that it looks. Now for this one here, I have a little more room to play with, but I like the empty space too. I probably won't use this off-white coloring because this is kind of a grayish white. I think I might use the brown or possibly this cranberry color. I don't know. Maybe brown. I think brown would look cool. You know, I have a hard time finding browns. I love brown. Anyway, so I want to show you how to do this. So once you upload in here, you are going to size it to whatever size you want. And again, with the Joy, I can only make the size. One of the parameters can only be at 4.25. Okay, and that's what I chose for this one. And if you measure it across about 5.5 round here, so that works out really well for the Joy. Now, if I wanted to use a different SVG, I could, and I have to show you that how you can use the Joy and cut in 2 pieces and then put it together. I do have to show you that because there's lots of workarounds you can do with the Joy if you don't have the larger machines and you want to do a larger project. So it is possible to do that. So you think the cranberry would pop on this? Yeah, we can try it for sure. And that's the great thing. Now, this is removable. So let's talk about removable because I've mentioned it a couple of times and people have gotten like, why would I want removable? Well, removable doesn't mean it's just gonna fall off like after a month or something. It just means that there's less stick to it, and so it will not leave a residue, but it will stay on for several years or more. I think it's the minimum is like 2 years, but it will last probably longer than that. And I've actually had removable. I did have removable on my last car, which I had for 3 years because it was a lease, and it never looked, it looked the same exact from the first day I put it on to the day that I traded it in. And yes, I am a new car owner. I did get a new lease, a Honda lease, by the way. So anyway, removable is not, if you end up with this or you find it in the store or whatever, and this particular stuff, it was on sale. So I was like, heck yeah, I'm going to buy this. Even though it says removable, I really don't have a problem with that. So these come in rolls. This roll is 48 inches long. Let me just show you. And obviously you can also use, this is smart vinyl, but you can also use your regular vinyl. So if you happen to get a roll of vinyl and you want it and you have a Joy, that's okay. You can cut it down. But the thing about smart vinyl is that you do not need a mat for it. I actually didn't cut this when I used it. I didn't cut it very well. I probably should just trim it up a little tiny bit. But the great thing about it is you don't need a mat, so you don't have to worry about the mat, you know, running out of stick or if you don't have the right size. And it does really, really long, like we did with our extra long wooden sign that we did the other day that I was having so much trouble with Design Space on. So you could do up to, I don't know, long feet. And I did a 36-inch long one. If you didn't see that one last Friday, you should check it out. Hey, you guys, do not bark, please. So that's what the great thing is about the Joy, is it can do really, really long stuff and longer than you can do on a larger machine like an Explorer or a Maker. The maximum you can really go is 24 inches if you use the extra long mat. Okay, so let's show you how this works. So this is the image. It's sized the way that I want it to be. So I'm just going to hit make it. And I get a choice because I am working on the Joy. Now remember, I am connected to my Joy from my iPad, and I have to be connected in two ways. One is I have to be Bluetooth connected, which I'm going to go to my, just to show you, I think I'm already connected, but I'm going to go to my settings, check Bluetooth, and you'll see I have Joy and it's connected. But also on Cricut Design Space up here, not actually in here, but up here, my machine, I select my machine. And so I'm going to select Joy because I want for my iPad to talk to my Joy, so it will cut it out. Okay. So then I hit make it. And I'm going to choose, since I have smart vinyl, I'm going to choose without the mat. You won't believe how quick this comes out. So here it is, Happy Fall. Now you see it's a little wider, so it turns it automatically. I didn't do that. It just makes it so that it fits with the smart vinyl. And then I'm going to hit continue. Let me move this. Thank you, Susan. So I'm going to pick all materials, and I have here smart vinyl. And I have a choice of permanent or removable. I'm going to choose the removable because that's what I have. And it's telling me to put in, make sure my blade is installed, which it is. And then all I have to do is put in the vinyl. So let me open this box of cranberry because I think the cranberry has really won the choice of what we should put on this other charger. So here is the cranberry. It's nice. It's a matte. It's not a shiny, which I kind of like matte. Shiny, not for me so much. So, but it's all a matter of what you like, right? So I put it in the machine. And you'll see on my screen, I did get the charger at Michael's. And it was on sale, Susan. It retails for $5, and I got it for 40% off. It's probably more now. So maybe I paid $3. And actually, this smart vinyl from for the Joy, because it was removable maybe, or because of the color, it was on sale as well. So here's my image that I'm going to cut. It's made a little bit smaller. It says that I have selected smart vinyl, removable, and that I have my blade in. And then all I have to do is hit go, which I'm going to do. And I have put my vinyl in there, and without the mat, it goes under these little guides. And you see that there are rollers. It's very similar to a larger machine, a little more simplistic in terms of, doesn't have the two guides. So there are certain things that the Joy doesn't do, and that includes like scoring, but it does do writing, which is pretty cool. So in terms of how fast it is, I think it's about as fast as the Explorer, and maybe not on fast mode, but I think it does a pretty good job of cutting pretty quickly. And this is a like 5-minute craft basically, once you weed out all of my talking. But once you figure out what you're going to do, you can have this done in 5 minutes, or maybe 10 minutes if you're new to it. Really not difficult at all. And in the end, you get a beautiful thing that you can put out every year. So nice. I have a frog in my throat this morning. Okay, so it's done cutting, and all I have to do is unload it. Let's unload it. I'm going to move this over. All right, so here's my cutout. I don't know if you can see. Yep, there it is. So I'm just going to cut here. And this is a great thing about the smart vinyl, is that aside from a few inches that you lose at the top of the roll, you can just keep reusing it. And I put it back in the box. do you download the image to your iPad? Yes, you absolutely can do that. You can download the image to your iPad. You may need a zip unzipper, a D-zip, I don't know what they call it, but you can get that in the Apple Store for free. And you can also get a Files on your iPad. You can get a Files app for the iPad. That's what I use for using it on the iPad. I also use my regular, I vacillate between 1 and 2, like my iPad and my desktop Macintosh. And so I can, sometimes I'll upload something there and then I just go onto the iPad as well. So you can do it both ways, Shirley, okay? So to weed, it's the same way. I'm going to turn it around actually because I think I have it upside down. Yeah. So to weed, it's the exact same way as we normally weed anything. And that is, we're just going to use our weeding tool. This is that weeding, True Control weeding tool. See that? It's got that nice True Control edge here. And then we're going to just pick up the corner and sort of peel away the majority of it. We're just peeling it away. Look at how nice it weeds. We've got some pretty thin layers over here, so we just have to be careful that they all come up. And they did. There we go. And then we just go back with the weeding tool and just weed the negative spaces, the parts that are cut out so you can see the design. I'm sure it has a name. I just don't know what the name is, but this is what we're doing. We're just weeding. And that is it, right? That is it. We're going to use some transfer tape. So I had cut out from a larger roll. Although you can buy the transfer tape in this size, I think it's probably best to just use a large roll of transfer tape and cut it down. That's just me, but you know, you might feel differently about it. So this is how we put the transfer tape on. We peel this top off. And I kind of do it in a U shape. I start in the middle and then fan out. That's to reduce the bubbles, okay? So you see I don't have any bubbles here. If you start from this way and go this way, if you're not careful, you can sometimes get creases and bubbles in there. Then you have to burnish it. Now, I will say that smart vinyl is a little bit difficult to transfer because this is very thick. See that? It's very thick. It's a little thicker than what you're used to if you're used to working with regular vinyl or the larger vinyl. But we can do it. It's completely doable. What I do usually is I turn it on the back end or the upside down or whatever you want to call it. I put the back end first and then I make sure that my weeding, by the way, the scraper, it needs a new life or something. My dog caught it. Benji. He's a rascal. Okay, so let's see. All right, so see, there is a possibility that you might have something that doesn't come off the back. I did not Dawn yet. It was Benji. It was Benji, not Teddy Bear. Teddy Bear is kind of past he's the one that will steal things. Benji is the chewer. So Benji will chew anything and it's terrible. Okay, so I take off the back of the smart vinyl and see it's pretty thick, so it does take a little extra oomph when you're trying to put it on. Okay, so here it is. There's my transfer. Let's move it over here. And I don't know what necessarily this one has. I kind of think this would be nice with this leaf up, this leaf down, Teddy. Although, I don't know, like we got the wood this way, maybe this way. All right. And then I'm going to hold it, like I hold it both hands left and right, and hold it over and use whatever it is that's there to sort of give you an eye for how it should go on. I think that looks good. It's a little higher. It's not quite centered, but I like that. And so I'm going to stick it here. I think. Do I like it there? Yeah. Okay. So then once I have it where I like it, and I suppose I could measure and do all of that stuff, but to be honest, it's a quick craft and I am not selling my design or anything, so I'm going to be happy with it. So I can do it whatever way I want. You can also use your scraper, chewed scraper or not. Then we start at the corner here of the transfer tape. Remember, you can reuse this transfer tape. That's the thing I really like about Cricut transfer tape. It is very sticky, but you can reuse it. I put it on the side of my desk, like on the, like the edge. And as long as Benji doesn't see it, I can reuse it several times. Yeah, you could. It comes, the image does come with acorns. So you could cut the acorns as well. I didn't like it because they were all around and I thought, I didn't want that many. So I actually took them off. But it's your design. It's your thing. You do it the way you want to. You want to do brown. You want to do cranberry. That's okay. Whatever you want to do. Having a little trouble with this H. Don't try my patience, H. Okay. Here we go. All right. Kind of restuck. That's okay. All right. And I do want to press down, make sure it's all on there real good. Yep. I have one little bubble here, but I can use my finger or even, you see this little tiny bubble? It's not really even a bubble, but I'm going to use my scraper to kind of scrape it down there. Yeah, just examine it a little bit. You do not need to put anything on this. This is a completed craft. I hear all the time people asking about, should I put some sort of a sealant on it? Not necessary. Not necessary at all. But do remember that you're not going to eat off of this because this is not food safe vinyl. I don't even know if they have food safe vinyl, but this is just a craft. You're not going to eat off of it, but chargers, you never eat off chargers anyway. So that is it. There's my two different, let me go up a little bit so you can see, but there's my two different looking chargers with the same image from Burton Avenue. It's Burton, Burton Avenue.com. Dollarama. No, we have a lot of dollar stores, Dawn. But it's not Dollarama. And then these came from Michael's. They're part of their fall collection, Ashland Fall, $4.99, but it was on sale, 40% off. I just got these a couple of days ago. Maybe it was Saturday, I think. So I probably paid about $3 for this. I got the vinyl on sale. That was $3. So for less than $6, I have a really adorable, I'm actually going to give this one to my friend Linda because she loves sunflowers. And yeah, these are great. And they look great also at Christmas or on Thanksgiving. So if you happen to buy a few and you don't use them right away, there's still plenty of time to use them through the fall. And then if you get any that are gold or red or green, and I buy them when they're on sale, obviously, You can do them for Christmas. Looks beautiful as well. And I'm sure you can find some great SVGs from Burton Avenue from Angie. So if you happen to go there and you have a conversation with her, just tell her that I sent you. I'm sure she'll figure it out because a lot of people will go there and download. Thanks so much for coming today. Today was day 3 of our freebie week. And we're just going through all of the websites we've been through. We went to Dreaming Tree and we did Simply Crafty SVGs. Today we did Burton Avenue. I still have a couple more to show you this week. And so I hope you can tune in. If not, catch me on the replay. Definitely subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss a thing, or if you have something going on and you just can't make the live. So thanks everybody. And thanks for reminding me, Dawn, about the cutie. I was thinking about that this morning. I have to pick a winner for the cutie. So I think what I'll do is I'll post it again. So any last minute people who didn't see it, we'll post it again and then we'll choose one in a couple of days. Okay. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Enjoy this fall weather if that's what you're getting, or just enjoy the day. Thankful to be alive. Hope to see you again soon. See you tomorrow at 9 o'clock, hopefully, and have a wonderful day.